Hello, my name is Jade and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome, you're all here. I hope you take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as all of these things help me out tremendously with this algorithm, because there is a message I'm trying to convey here. So yes, with that being said, let's just get right into it. So today I wanted to talk about the power of thoughts. Not thoughts as in Instagram thoughts, but the thoughts we have in our head. They're so powerful, these thoughts are, that you could think something and you'll see it play out without even realizing it. So for a long time, I lived in a state of complete despair because I was run by my thoughts. And my thoughts were not positive, they were negative, very paranoid, afraid, just no way to live, no way to actually live a life. And I was so stuck in this pattern that I thought I would never make it out. And if you're watching this and you feel like that too, just know that it gets better once you start doing the work. Once you start going within and finding the answers, it will get better. I'm living proof that if you just hold on and strive for better, you can make it out of the darkest tunnel that you've ever been in. Anyway, so yeah, I was ruled like this for years, and it got so bad that I would think a negative thought and I would just say it out loud. And this is extremely dangerous to do, because what you think about, you bring about, right? Now imagine what you say. On top of that, you're adding extra fuel to that fire. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking negative all the time, and I'm saying negative things, and I'm speaking it into existence. I'm literally speaking my own demise into existence. And I had no idea that it was true. I didn't know it was real. But things got so bad I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't live like that anymore. It was completely uncomfortable at this point. To even imagine changing was uncomfortable, because I had gotten extremely accustomed to this dark way of life. I was so used to it, and I was so familiar with this darkness that I was choosing to stay in the darkness rather than take a chance and try to find light. It's like you're in a giant desert and you have a little bit of food and water left, right? But you know you're going to have to leave eventually and go find some more food or water, or find a better shelter. But instead of going outward and like leaving the little comfort zone you have, you stay there and you allow it to take over you until you have nothing left. That's how I felt. I felt like I was choosing to stay in a dry desert instead of going out and finding some beautiful oasis where I could live happily. So the first thing I had to do was, build up enough courage to do a few maneuvers to get out of this space I was in. And I started reading books, listening to people here on YouTube, talking to people that care for me, all kinds of things that really helped me out. And then I began to observe my thoughts, observe them as if I wasn't actually the one thinking them. Imagine like an eagle's eye view, and my brain is the landscape, my mind. And I'm soaring around in this dark, dark mind, and I'm just looking without holding on to anything, without allowing any emotions to really rise up. Because back then I was so emotional as well. Like, I would think about something and I would just start crying, or I get angry and I have all these issues, because my thoughts had such a powerful hold over me. It was completely controlling my life and running it into the ground. So once I began to observe my thoughts, I saw things I never thought I would see. I realized that these thoughts aren't even me, and they're not even true. I had to ask myself, okay, that thought you just had, is that even really true? No. It's like the farthest thing from the truth. And then I went on like that. So I would break down each belief, each thought. Is that even really true? No, it's not even true. And that helped me so much. Just that small thing helped me so much. And as time went on and I continued to do that, I noticed lesser and less emotional outbursts. I'm not perfect, I'm still on a journey of self-growth that never ends, okay? This stuff never ends. I'll never stop. You can't, really. I mean, you can if you want to, but I still practice this to this day, is what I'm saying. And when I first started out, I would slip up here and there, I would have a negative thought and I would let it control me. And, it still happens to this day. However, I do not beat myself up over it anymore. I do not do that. And I don't sit there and speak it into existence anymore. What I do now that's different from then is I observe, I pray, I try to think clearly. Since I'm going to think regardless, might as well think clearly. And anything that's negative in my mind, like all these negative thoughts, I'll acknowledge them, I'll think the thought, and I'll let it pass. And I had to replace this negativity with something, because this negativity I had in my life was really like an addiction. I was completely addicted to this chaotic way of living, this just insane way of life. I was totally addicted to it. So I had to replace that with some gratitude. I had to replace that with putting back into me. I had to replace that with relationships that benefit both parties involved. I had to replace it with good food, music, just rediscovering a love of life once again that I used to have when I was a child. That's my goal, is to get back to that happiness and joy for life that I had when I was a child. I feel like that's the purest state you can be in. I don't remember my thoughts back then. I just remember being and enjoying. I had to accept the fact that I had this problem. I could not run from it. It was like the part of my shadow. I could not run from that part of me, because the more I ran, the bigger it grew. So I had to sit and face it. And I was very full of fear, but I did it anyway. And I'm so grateful that I did that. I'm so grateful to God that I'm allowed to have these experiences. I'm grateful that I'm able to come here and talk about stuff like this. Because there was a point in time where I didn't think I'd make it past, age 21, 22. I didn't think I'd make it. I did not think I made it, and I don't think I wanted to make it. But now I do. Now I want to be here. Now I experience happiness in the stupidest, smallest things. From down to the smallest, dumbest things, like going to Sprouts, buying some chocolate, and just really being in that moment, tasting that piece of chocolate. It's so silly, but it brings me joy. And I allow myself to have experiences like this. It doesn't always have to be, oh my gosh, my life is this, oh no, my life is that, and I'm not this and I'm not that. I had to let that go. I had to let it go. We're not like other people. We're not going to strive for the same thing, so I shouldn't beat myself up because this person is doing this and has this and I don't. Because we're on completely different experiences here in life. It's two different paths. And it doesn't have to be a blueprint, to success. There is no blueprint to success. You are you, and they are them. Do not beat yourself up. This is so important, this taking it easy on yourself. Man, because it's hard to take it easy on yourself. It's easy to be hard on yourself. But I don't have time for that anymore. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you don't either. You know, once I never finished. Once I went ahead and began this process, and I get to where I'm at today, I look in the mirror and I am amazed at who I'm seeing staring back at me, because I never thought I would see this person. And I don't have everything figured out yet. I don't have all the things, you know, an average adult person would have. And that's okay, because I had a different path to live. I was on a different journey that didn't lead me to that. But I can still feel good about the person that I am. And I wish that for anyone watching this video, that you do work on yourself and you grow yourself, so that one day when you wake up in the morning, you fix yourself up, you put your nice shirt on, you know, brush your hair, and you look in the mirror and you're amazed at who's staring back at you. And it brings you to tears to see the new person that you've become. And it fills you with so much joy and gratitude that it's unbearable how grateful you are to yourself and to God for allowing you to get to where you are today. I wish that for everyone watching this video, everybody who's not watching, everybody on earth, because there's nothing I felt that was so beautiful and eye-opening, and just the true gratitude I felt when that happened to me. It's amazing. It's amazing. Life is amazing. Life is amazing, and there's so much love to behold. There's so much love to behold. We just have to be ready to accept that love and accept it. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful that you're watching this video. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who donates to this YouTube channel, donates their time to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much. This is like a dream come true. Life is like a dream come true. But yeah, thank you for watching this video today. I appreciate you. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys in the comments. I love being here. And yes, I'm so grateful, and thank you once again. It's been Jade. It's been real. Thank you so much. Peace.